Bad boy Wilmer Valderrama, the era, the image, the legacy. Today, we're diving into one of the most polarizing nice guy bad boys in Hollywood, Wilmer Valderrama. To some people, he's the lovable Fez from that 70s show. To others, he's the quiet Disney dad, who voices animated princes and runs charities. But for most of the 2000s, he was whispered about like a late-night Hollywood vampire. He dated famous starlets, showed up in blinds, and became a staple in club culture tabloids long before TMZ dominated the internet. So today we're unpacking where the bad boy label came from, which rumors were real versus exaggerated, the young Hollywood dating era that defined him, the Mandy Moore, Lindsay Lohan, Demi Lovato chapters, and the part of his reputation that nobody talks about anymore. Let's get into it. Origin story. Before the bad boy image, Wilmer Eduardo Valderrama was born in Miami, moved to Venezuela and Colombia, then came back to the US as a teenager. He wasn't the charming nightclub guy, he was the immigrant outsider who didn't fit in and didn't speak perfect English. Then at 18, he landed that 70s show, and suddenly millions of people knew him as Fez. In real life, Wilmer was confident and surprisingly smooth. You take a kid who felt invisible, put him on a hit sitcom. Then give him access to music festivals, MTV parties, and A-list circles, and the transformation begins. Famous friend groups and AMP, the teen heartthrob ecosystem. The early 2000s were an ecosystem of TRL, paparazzi vans, tabloid wars, and public couples. Wilmer wasn't dating random models, he dated the most visible young women of the decade, and that pattern, amplified by radio interviews and paparazzi culture, shaped how the public saw him. The Mandy Moore moment and AMP, the Howard Stern interview. Wilmer dated Mandy Moore when she was America's sweetheart. Years later, he went on the Howard Stern show and bragged about being her first. Mandy publicly shut that down, calling it, "That single interview became Exhibit A in the Wilmer is a bad boy narrative, not because of the relationship, but because of the oversharing, ego, and disrespect." Lindsay Lohan, the tabloid explosion. Then came Lindsay Lohan, and that era was chaos. They met when Lindsay was filming Mean Girls, aka peak global fame. Wilmer was in his mid-20s, Lindsay was still teenage tabloid royalty. The reported age gap created controversy even back then, and it would be torn apart even more in today's social media climate. Their breakup hit her hard. Lindsay later said she was in love for the first time, and fans believe her breakup anthem Over was about Wilmer. When pop stars start writing breakup songs about you, you officially become a Hollywood archetype. Ashley Simpson, Minka Kelly, and AMP, the serial heartbreaker label. Next came Ashley Simpson. Then Minka Kelly. Then rumored Avril Lavigne. There wasn't always public drama. But the pattern became the headline: older sitcom star dates younger starlet, starlet writes album or interview. Wilmer moves on. By the late 2000s, he wasn't Fez anymore. He was that guy in the young Hollywood scene. Demi Lovato, love, addiction, and real emotional weight. The Demi Lovato relationship changed everything. They met when she was 17 and he was 29. They officially dated after she turned 18. Demi adored him, defended him, and later explained how deeply the relationship affected her during addiction and recovery. The age gap sparked debate, and fans still analyze it today, especially as Demi grew into a more vocal advocate around power dynamics. This was the final chapter of the bad boy Wilmer era for many fans, image shift from clubs to dad life. And then, Wilmer changed. He joined NCIS, started producing, became a dad, got engaged to Amanda Pacheco, did Disney voice work, became involved in charities. Suddenly the nightclub guy was a grown-up. His public energy changed, and Hollywood moved on. Did he deserve the bad boy label? So, did he earn the reputation? Yes, because he overshared publicly. He dated younger, vulnerable stars. He became a tabloid archetype, but also no, Because he wasn't abusive, he wasn't violent, he didn't exploit scandals. For fame, much of the judgment was cultural. Wilmer was a young guy in a very messed up media era, and so were the girls he dated. Hollywood Boys Club, the Masterson connection. To understand Wilmer's reputation, you have to understand the Hollywood Boys Club of that era, especially around that 70s show. Wilmer and Danny Masterson were castmates, friends in the same social circles, at the same parties, connected to the same nightlife scene. Danny was the center of that friend group, older, connected, and deeply rooted in LA industry culture. For years, it looked harmless from the outside. Just famous young actors partying and dating other famous young actors. But when Danny Masterson was later investigated, charged, convicted, their shared history got re-examined. Fans started asking, who knew what? How close were they really? Was this a protective boys' club? Wilmer never faced accusations, never became part of the legal proceedings, and never defended Masterson publicly. Two things protected Wilmer's image. 1. Silence without loyalty. He didn't stand with Masterson, but he didn't attack him either. He stayed out of it completely. 2. A different adult era. By the time the Masterson scandal broke, Wilmer was a father, a Disney voice actor, an NCIS regular involved in activism and Latino representation. The boys' club dissolved. Their adult lives diverged, and Wilmer's past looked like a different universe. It's a reminder that reputation isn't just built on what you do. It's built on who you're around. Especially in Hollywood, Wilmer Valderrama wasn't the villain tabloids made him, but he wasn't the innocent sitcom geek either. He was part of a wild, unregulated era of Hollywood where teen starlets dated older men. Radio hosts asked gross questions, tabloids stalked children, public relationships were career currency. He came out okay. Many of the girls he dated didn't. And that contrast says more about the entertainment industry than it ever did about Wilmer Valderrama.